Hi guys, so I have another makeup basket to share with you. I know I'm not wearing any makeup at the moment. I've just come back from town shopping and it is so bright outside. And I think I've gotten a little bit too much sun and my skin feels very raw. I'm not going to be wearing any makeup for the rest of the day. So I just cover myself in moisturizer and yeah, my skin is taking a minute. But I will share with you the makeup that I have in my makeup basket at the moment. I will be breaking up, instead of doing a monthly makeup basket, I will be doing a fortnightly makeup basket. So every 2 weeks I will have a new makeup basket. I've figured, I was finding the monthly makeup basket was too long a stretch of time. It was okay when I was just using, when I was just doing a couple of projects and I could just throw in whatever else. But I found working in all of the projects, I need to swap things out here and there and just divide my focus better. Let's just jump straight in. Of course, for eyes, I have my eye primer, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. For eyeshadows, I will be, of course, using my Pan That palette, and I've moved the MAC shadows that I had here into a secondary palette. As if you see my Pan That palette intro, I will link all my active project pans in the info box. I wanted to pan these shadows, but also some of my older MAC shadows, and I want more colour to work in with my looks. So I've put together a MAC palette of my older MAC shadows. So I'm going to work these two guys together. We have my cream shadows. We have Fuller Fudge, which is a gorgeous bronzy brown shade, and Birthday Suit from Benefit, which is a almost taupey old gold shade. I'll just swatch that there for you. I've also thrown in a couple of liners. We have the No. 7 liquid eyeliner, which I've shown you guys plenty of times, but we also have the Master Drama The Nudes liner from Maybelline in the shade Brownie Glitz, and it is stunning. It's kind of like Fuller Fudge, but more intense. Very, very nice. For mascara, I'm working on a sample of the MAC in Extreme Dimension Lash. I kept saying extra dimension, it's extreme. So that's our mascara of choice for the moment. Of course, I have my duo of brow products. We have the Lancome Sourcils in Châtain, and there's also the Brow Artist Drama from Brow Artist Plumper, from L'Oreal, which is in the other room, but it's usually in this makeup basket. Onto face products, I do have 5 primers. I know that sounds a bit excessive, and it is a little excessive, but I will quickly explain. I am coming to the end of a project pan in which I was trying to pan 5 primers. Two of those are in my basket at the moment. The Beauty Flash Balm from Clarins and the Photo Finish Radiance Primer from Smashbox. And once that project's ended, I will be focusing on these guys. We have the Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer from Smashbox, the Mattifying Base from L'Oreal, and I also have the Infallible Anti-Redness Primer, which I recently picked up, and with all the sun I've gotten today, I think I'm going to need some anti-redness primer. For foundation, my main focus is going to be on the Revlon Colorstay. We're not getting on at the moment, but I'm going to persevere with it because it's in a project pan, and I've used a fair chunk of it so far, and I just want to get right on through it. So this is going to be my main focus, and then I'm going to go back and work on the other foundations in other projects. For liquid illuminators, we have the MAC Strobe Cream Mini and the Skin Illuminator from No. 7 in the shade Nude. I use these as mix-ins with the foundation or to go over the top of foundation. With the primers that I have, the Pore Minimizing and the Mattifying Primer, I may also use this as a base for my cheek area because my cheeks tend to get a bit dry, and I don't need mattifying primer on those areas, so yes. For bronzer, I have two products. The Bronze Universal, which I didn't use at all last month. I am going to use this as a base under makeup to sort of bronze my face before I put on my foundation. And for powder bronzer, we have Benefit's Hoola, which I've actually been really enjoying. So we're going to carry on with this guy. Try and move out as quickly as I can, and then I'll move back onto the other bronzers that I'm working on. For blush, I have two that I'm working on. Garb from MAC, which was a limited edition. It's just a matte peach colour. And we have Flower Child from Becca, which I like to layer over the top. These two actually go really nicely together, and I can use them apart. I can use this one if I'm wanting more of a subtle blush, or this one if I just want a sheer pop of colour. But they do layer beautifully together. I'll quickly swatch them. So that is Garb, and that is Flower Child. And that is the two of them layered over the top of each other. We have a powder highlight. This is MAC's by Candlelight, which I've actually finding more, it's a lot more pigmented, and it's actually a little bit difficult for me to use as a highlight. It actually comes off as more of a really shimmery blush on my skin. I used to use this as a highlight all the time, and I hope I didn't look stupid, because it's very stark, it's very noticeable on my cheekbones. It's definitely not my tone at all, so I don't know what I'm going to do with this product moving forward. But I have 2 weeks to play about with it, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so I had to move slightly so that I can rock row in. So that's what the jangly noise you can hear is. I have a setting powder. This is the Soft Porcelain Mineral Powder from Laura Mercier. I'm really enjoying this powder for setting my makeup. I can't use it on its own. It does make my skin itch a bit, so on days where I'm not wearing any foundation and I do need something to take down my natural shine, I will be using the Matte Maker from Maybelline. I totally forgot about concealer. I do have 3 concealers here. This first one is actually a corrector. It's the All About Eyes concealer from Clinique in the shade Light Neutral, and I just use this in the inner corners of my eye, just to brighten everything up. It's such a huge tube, I will probably take ages to go through it anyways. And then I have 2 of the L'Oreal La Touche Magiques. I have one in rose beige and the other one in ivory beige, so I'm going to be working on those guys as well. And then lastly is on to lip products. My main point of focus the next 2 weeks are going to be these 2 lip products. The Pure Coloured Lip Lacquer in Vinyl Rose from Estee Lauder, and the Chanel Gloss in Giggles. So I really want to work really hard on these guys. So here we have the lip gloss in Giggles, the lip lacquer in Vinyl Rose, and next to it we have the lipstick in Crystal Baby. I also want to play with a bit more colour over the next couple of weeks, so I've put in Fuschia Fever from Estee Lauder, which is a gorgeous bright pop of pink. And to line, I will also be using the Fuchsia Desire from Maybelline. They're very similar in tone and they look really nice together. This gives a nice crisp line for the lipstick to go on, so it's not sort of, it's got a definitive line and doesn't look too over the top. Because sometimes if you have glossy lips right to the edge, it can be very 80s and very too much. And as I'm getting older, I can't get away with some of the things I used to, and glossy lips right up to the edge of my lip line is definitely one of those things that I cannot do anymore. I did just have one other thing that I want to share with you, and it's not it's not important, but I just wanted to share anyway. I'm in my last makeup basket. I showed you that I was using an empty Johnson's Cotton Buds tub for storing lip glosses, concealers, that kind of thing. And I've since swapped it out and put my brushes in here because I now have a larger tub to put all my tall makeup products in. And I'm using the lid of that container to store my base products in. So at this end I have my, if I tilt it this way, at this end I have my bronzer, blush, powder over here. In this little tub here I have my cream shadows. In here are all the concealers, eyeliner, and lipsticks and lip glosses. And in here are my base products, my liquid illuminators, foundation, primers, that kind of thing. And it just makes it just that slight little bit even more neater. Everything has a place to slot back into when I'm done with it, and it also makes it easier to store the palettes just straight on top, so I don't have to put them in a different place. Because I was I'll show you when I do the makeup collection area video, but I have shelves above my desk and I have under shelf baskets, and that's where I keep the palettes, but now I can just keep the palettes in the basket and away I go. It just makes it slightly more organized, slightly more tidy. It just tiny little additions. Anyways, I will catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Apologies for the jangly, creaky little chair, and I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching, and bye bye.